coral is up your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're biting your lip and you don't know what's happening.
You're coming, you know why.
Yeah.
And then you get off and you're like, I almost fucking died, dude.
And the girls are all on the shoreline. You're just like, that was nothing.
Welcome back to another episode of The Careful Boys. All right.
It's okay.
Motherfucker.
I think it looks pretty good to me.
At least you're not bringing any attention to it.
There it is. Beat it dead.
You look like the landlady from Kung Fu Hustle.
That's the second time we referenced her, by the way.
I saw him post about it too.
How about this? What's the cheapest thing that you ever got that has brought you a disproportionate amount of amazing joy? Cheapest thing that brought you the most freaking joy.
Bro, Hot Wheels, dude. Hot Wheels are like $1. And that
Are they?
I love it, yeah.
Till this day?
Sometimes, yeah, depending.
No, but then like how much in total did you end up spending on Hot Wheels though? Because if you have like 400 Hot Wheels, that's
I definitely do have like 400, but in that sense, it's that I have more than that. But my mom told me, like, she was talking to Smack one day, and she was like mentioning how, like, oh, when Ryan was a kid, like, all you had to do was buy him one little car, and then he'll just play with that for the whole year. She said that that it was like easy to keep me entertained because I loved cars so much when I was like little kid.
Now you need to buy him 5 real cars.
Yeah, that's all I needed. If you just gave me one car, dude, that was just this kid, you know, for the rest of the. That's it. And I never got tired of it.
With your mouth.
Oh, dude, you know what I'll do? Yeah. I would make movies in my brain, and that car is like the main character kind of thing.
That's what I would do with action figures when I was a kid. I would make them just fight each other all the time.
How old are you as a kid?
Bro, honestly, I stopped playing them when I was in middle school, and I was embarrassed.
I did the same thing though. I was
hiding them, and I was like, I didn't want to let them go. You know?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when that magic you're just trying to play and you're like, it's not fucking hitting no more?
Oh yeah, like the imagination just kind of went away, and you're like, this is stupid.
You know when it stopped? You know when it stopped for me is literally when I started thinking about, like, you know,
jacking off.
Yeah, a lot more.
Oh, that replaced it?
It kind of replaced it for me.
You'd rather play with yourself that way.
But then that's more of imagination.
Yeah.
You're really in the land of make
source material, dude.
No. Remember, when he started jacking off, the internet was already kicking hard.
Oh, you're right.
Better material.
No, I still had to search. I still had to get my elbows.
What type of cable or internet did you have at that time?
It would have to be through friends' DVDs.
But you were like jerking it to like non-porn, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
sure.
That's the thing too.
Initially,
like you look at like a normal image as a kid and you pornify it in your brain.
Yeah.
You know, like
then,
catalogs.
If you got lucky, you could find some. We call them Yornos. That was we call them. We put a Y in front of it and we say, we're looking for Yorn. That's what we would say. So we thought we were smart, dude. We thought we
the
were
other person with
a bunch
you?
of our friends, a bunch of little morons. Little Yornos. We'd say Yornos. You got some Yornos on you?
Hey, dude, you got some Yornography?
We're really we're geniuses.
You got some Yornography?
Check out this Yorn
and
star.
If we want to call things boobies or titties, we call them yiddies.
Oh, that's like Jewish
cute.
Sounding.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's Yiddish. Got a bunch of Yiddish friends.
You guys are fucking brilliant.
But we're smart, dude. We had a bunch of code names. Nobody knew.
So your action figure turned into your dick?
No, not like immediately. But
no.
I'm just saying, if there was a correlation with when I stopped playing with them, it was when
definitely
I was really into, like, hey, if I want to start talking to ladies, I gotta stop playing with these toys.
I think I got in trouble is how it like snapped, because like with all my cards, I used to give them names like they were people and shit. Like all of them had like names and biographies and backstories and shit. I just make stuff up. And then one time, like, I think I was writing in the book where I like the lexicon of all the information so I don't forget it. And then my mom was like, "What's this little kid shit?" Like way like later in life. And I was like, oh man, I guess like too old for that now.
How old were you?
So I threw it. It's because I was also getting bad grades.
Like you're too busy writing a fucking car profile.
I don't remember how old I was, but I just remember that like she found my book of like basically like where I would just write characters and make stories, or just I would make RPGs. She found my book of that when I should have been studying, and she threw it So then that was like a hard line of like, oh shit, all
I can't
right.
do this anymore.
I better start doing homework.
That's embarrassing when your parents tell you you're like a.
Imagine he had the entire code already for a whole RPG that was going to be like the greatest Sega franchise ever created.
Yeah, but then I think it's one of those things where like if you have to be getting good grades to be able to fuck around, and I wasn't, so I'm like, I get it.
That's true.
You got to earn that right to like have your extracurricular.
Hey, brilliance comes in different forms, my friend.
Yeah, but I'm still Asian, so I gotta do both. Or die.
I remember I was in the Boy Scouts as a kid, and one of the things that you have to learn how to do is like read a compass and like a map, right? And oftentimes during this era, they had just started coming out with these plastic compasses that also had like a magnifying glass, like just like this little circle type of magnifying thing, just kind of in the middle of the top. I remember we were just at the weekend park, you know, where we do our like Boy Scout meetings and like learn our skills and practice shit in between the camps. And I was just like dazed, like not paying attention as a kid, just dazed, just like holding my compass because we were doing a compass experiment. And then I was like, and I had burned a hole in my pants.
Oh.
And then I had discovered for the first time that a magnifying glass that I had in my possession could start fires. And so then I started being like, I really want to practice compass reading outside. And yo, I started burning, but it couldn't burn like crazy. It couldn't crazy start fires. Plus, I wasn't aware. I was really, really young. Yeah, I wasn't aware that like a dead or a dry thing could burn better than like a live or like, you know, a plant or whatever. But it's once I started that discovery and that transcendence, and then once I started realizing like what I could do to like ants, like little insects, that's when shit got real fucked up.
Damn, dude.
What would you do? What was your style of torture?
My stopping point, because the ants is like, you're so disassociated because they're so small. You don't see their fucking faces. You don't see their eyes. You don't see the souls.
You don't hear them screaming for help.
Yeah, nothing really happens.
Screaming for their family to come save them while they're on fire.
You first see them once you're trying to like stop a line. You know, you put a magnifying glass there. You see it kind of them speed up and kind of squirm. And then you're like, oh, that's not fully satisfying. So you're like, I really need to like get one, you know, and really just like see what happens. So then you target one and you just keep following no matter where it goes. The game is now following.
That's fucked up.
You could have been a drone operator.
But it's tough because you can't just follow and point. You as it moves, you have to proportionally move.
Dude, you could have been a B-52, bro. Just
You have to proportionally move to like where the sun's angle is as like the thing's moving. And I feel like that started teaching me an understanding of like actual fucking physics and stuff.
You were being a space laser, basically.
But then I stopped, I think, once I got to a roly-poly.
Oh.
And it was just bigger, and it was something hit, and it was sadder.
The way that it like was writhing.
Yeah, because it was slower, and you can kind of see death.
You see the anatomy of what your
see
actions
it
are.
happening?
Yeah, it's-
And like the smell too, you could smell more because there's more burning meat.
more flesh. Yeah.
That's when I stopped.
That's good. See, and that's the key. You have to stop. Yeah. Because like after
Stop
that,
yourself.
Yeah, I'm glad I stopped.
It might be monk seals one day. Yeah. Who got a magnified trying to burn a monk seal?
yeah, because every kid has that exploration, but then they, you know, usually they stop.
Yeah. Maybe your dream of being Jeffrey Dahmer just wasn't in your cards genetically. Like you just don't have the genetic makeup.
Yeah, it's
to be
not
Jeffrey
in
Dahmer.
us to end snail vision.
There's always a chance. Maybe it's just dormant.
No, I think you tested it. I think you
Yeah, it's
you
good
worked
to
it.
stop, man.
Well, now that I'm talking about this old story, suddenly I'm feeding at the mouth.
And once you stop at roly poly, it's like it's not for you.
Yeah.
Dude. It's not for you. You're not. You can't be Michael Jordan
you
of
don't wanna
this
hurt
game.
stuff. Yeah.
But man, I played with that compass was like, I really enjoyed it.
I remember when I found my
It's
first magnifying
fun,
glass. I
man.
found my grandpa's magnifying glass, and it was
Yeah.
heavy duty.
Oh,
Yeah, your
dude.
boy was sitting.
I wished I would see at that point. I started wishing I had a giant one.
I was fire obsessed. And talk about one of the cheapest things, because all the things, you know, we had just a whole shed of just.
Did you used to play around with the where you have hairspray and a lighter?
Oh yeah, I did all. I would try to do
Oh, that
the
was
thing
fun,
where
yeah.
I would make a trail and like
Oh.
set it on fire and it would light up. Like I was doing stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think all boys have a pyro phase?
Yeah,
Of
for
course,
sure.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Till this day, I have a little bonfire like on my house, and then I'm like, I love burning shit.
Joby, like we'll be doing a bonfire and then like he'll start poking at it and I'll try to talk to him. He just doesn't listen to me. his mind is in the
There you
fire.
go, yeah.
He's locked in.
To be fair, okay, and I'm thinking like Avatar: The Last Airbender style. All right, take fire out for just a second because that's the one that can like cause death and damage. Do we not also all like love like water guns or water parks? Do we not fucking run in the grass? Do we not like dive in the sand in the ocean? You know what I mean?
If I had a power washer when I was a kid,
Like we do all of it. Fire just happens to be dangerous. I don't think boys are just like innately evil. I just think we do all of it.
Yeah, I didn't associate with. I just curious and like, oh, well, if this burns, what would happen here? And the fire gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
it's the perfect way to experiment.
The first time you went with your friends to like Bolsa Chica and you do a bonfire and you start throwing random shit in it. And it
Hey,
gets-
what about
it
this
gets-
lighter?
It gets huge.
You bring those batteries?
At the end, the feeling of everybody peeing to try and put it out.
Yeah, dude. That was fun, man.
I've never done that.
You got to get it
actually.
out of your system, I feel like. Or else who knows? If that hits you in your adult age,
Or you got to be kind of comfortable with it a little bit.
fire's your friend kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you kind of have to learn how to like almost get burned and almost get out of control and then be like, oh, that could have been real bad. But I brought it back down.
I mean,
We're
there's,
okay.
there's got to be a
you know,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? Like as a
Yeah,
young
yeah,
lad,
yeah,
you
yeah.
kind of have to. You get yeah, because you have to be comfortable with it.
There has to be some kind of like
Just like the
otherworldly-
ocean, you feel the same way when you do the ocean. You're like, oh, this is sick, and then you get thrashed by a wave, and you go, I could have died.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come back. And you go sit down for a little bit, and then after the water, you come back out. You're like, all right, I'm gonna be better.
Dude, that
be more
feeling,
careful.
The first time you get dunked in the water and then you look up with your eyes and the surface is way the fuck up there, and you're just like, what? God, are you real?
Or you get put in the spin
Dude.
cycle and you can't come up.
Oh,
That is some
man,
real
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. And you try and take a breath and you just get brought right back under.
You get like half. You go.
You know, the first time you take a giant gulp of salt water,
Yeah.
and it just feels you just want to throw up right away.
You gotta feel that.
And you're coughing while you're getting dunked in the water, and you're just like getting some water, some air, fucking choking and shit. Oh,
Coral is up your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're
so
biting your
dope.
lip and you don't know what's
You're
happening.
coming, you don't know why.
Yeah.
and then you get off, and you're like, I almost fucking died, dude.
And the girls are all on the shoreline. You're just like, that was nothing.
You see me catch
That's
that
just how
wave
I
out
swim.
there.
That's how I swim.
That's how I come.
Oh, yeah, I don't need a board. I body surf actually.
Body surf.
Yeah, I catch all the waves. I don't need a board.
I
I
use my whole body.
use my whole body.
I like rolling around, you know what I mean?
I like getting
Yeah.
tossed around by Mother Nature.
You like getting thrashed?
Most of the time, like your question about like finding so much pleasure out of like little things is probably from the childlike imagination you have, right?
Yeah.
Most of it.
Well, even now, I think like certain things, like so a lot of fun things come for free. Like if you just in nature, fucking getting thrashed by the ocean, like that shit is pretty fun. But I don't think it cost anything. It's just gas money.
Yeah, nature's always good, but nature's always like, it's ironically always available and yet so like far from a person's normal day-to-day mind to like, it feels like the turn off your brain, but then you get all guilty and shit because you got shit to do.
Dude, I went swimming the day before I flew in, and I was sitting there with Hannah just like on a beach blanket, like eating chips and shit. And I'm like, damn, dude, like this is sick. Like we should do this every day. And I look over and there's literally a family that lives on the beach. And I'm like, they get to do this every day. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm not even recognizing it's because they're poor. It's because I'm just like looking over like, this is sick. They get to do this every day.
You walk
Yeah.
by them and you go, "You guys are living the dream," and you just look.
Yeah. I think it's funny because I feel like that's kind of the whole thing of finding pleasure out of little cheap things sort of is the main thing that I like.
Yeah.
Like we were this one time we were doing Quest, like me and Eris were late coming down for lobby call because we just put a mug in the hotel room and we were trying to throw cards into it. And we were just like so fixated on trying to get cards into the mug. And then our manager was hell pissed off and he knocked on the door. What the fuck you guys doing? And then we opened the door. Well, we're trying to get these cards in the mug. He goes, let me see that shit. And then all three of us are trying to throw cards in the mug. hella late. And it's like, that's kind of the definition of like, I think the most fun I have is from the simplest things.
That's fucking guy shit, dude. For real.
It's guy shit. It's exactly what I'm talking about.
Let me see that shit.
Yeah, like if we started throwing little, like you just.
Because I know, because you've done that to us.
Exactly. And it's like if you see guys you don't know doing it somewhere in public, all you think is like, I wish I fucking knew those guys.
Yeah, those guys are sick.
Yeah, man, those guys are fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, dude,
hell,
that's why
dude.
bar games are all shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, like darts.
It's an excuse for people to
shuffleboard on the
gather.
thing. Yeah, it's just dumb little shits.